Hey, what's going on? I've had a couple people ask me about my green screen and stuff, and I haven't quite tweaked the technique, but I'm working on it. And today what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an actual stand for my green screen. In the past I've just been clipping it to a wall or using thumbtacks or something, and you can't really get all the wrinkles and creases and get a perfectly flat screen. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to build a stand to clip my green screen to. So here's what I'm going to use. Go to Home Depot, and Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever hardware store always has handy PVC pipe, and they come in 10-foot increments, and it's going to be my second attempt. This is going to be using an inch. I used a 3/4 inch and it just did not have the strength to keep it from bending, so I'm going to use an inch this time and we'll see how it goes. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I've got my PVC, and like I said, it's in 10-foot increments, and I want it to be tall enough so my whole body can fit in. And unfortunately I'm super tall. I'm 6'2", which I guess isn't super tall, but tall enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out 2 feet. I'm going to use my good old Sharpie here to measure out my 2 feet and cut 2 feet off, so we end up with 8 feet for my 2 sides. So that's what I'm about to do next. PVC pipe marked on my 2 feet, and I'm going to use my trusty saber saw here to get a good cut. If you try to use a skill saw or something, it still can be fragile and break apart, so you want to have something that's got more fine teeth to it. Now don't just toss that extra piece away, because that's going to come in handy later for the bottom part of your stand. So you want to save that 2-foot piece, because that's actually going to come in handy. Alright, I've got my my pieces cut. Now first thing I'm going to do is attach the top pieces, and for that I'm using 90-degree elbows, which will go on my 2 side pieces to connect the top crossbar for a vertical. So I'm going to pop those on and we'll go to the next step. Alright, as you can see, we're starting to get the framework together. We've got our 2 sides and our top, so the next part is going to be to make a bottom cross brace. And to do that, I'm going to be using 2 PVC tees, which I'll show you what those look like. You got your tees right here, and these are going to go across the bottom, and as you can see, your side's going here, your cross brace. Now the bottom ones, those are going to be where we put those 2-foot pieces we cut off earlier, and that's going to create your feet. So just stay tuned. Okay, I forgot 2 of my tees, so what I'm using right now for the bottom is, as you can see, that's my cross brace, and I'm using 2 umbrella stands to weight them down. But if I had 2 more tees, there's plenty of extra PVC pipe when you get done with your cutting. What you would normally do is put the 2 tees at the bottom of each of your poles there, and then make you some feet, and then just weigh them down with sandbags. But if you got 2 umbrella stands like I do, then you're fine with that too. Alright, and voila, there's the completed stand. It's a basic frame. So next I'm going to go grab my green screen, throw it on there, and let you see what it looks like. Now, of course, if you don't want it as high as the one I've made here, all you got to do is where you had those 2 feet long posts, either take them off and lean it against a shed or a building or something, or you can cut your feet to be just a foot up, or you can just, you know, come directly out of the tee, go tee to tee, and just have a very low base. It just depends how high you want it to go, and you know how stable you make it with your weight. So hope you enjoy this little tutorial and stuff, and thanks for watching. Oh, and one other thing, I've actually got 2 of these 6x9s, so with that bottom brace I'm able to add the other 6x9 to make a nice little runner. So later, if you got some effects where you got people running and you want their full feet, then you got it. All right, Till next time and next video I put out. Hope to see you then, and remember to subscribe. Thanks.